Hey guys, I am here at the Wildcat Shelter in New York. I can see why everybody complains about it because there are a lot of bugs. And the privy is so nasty I didn't even go in. Other than that, it's a really nice place. There's a lot of really nice really nice tenting spots. They each have their own little fire ring. There's plenty of tenting. But it just doesn't get much breeze, so it's pretty mosquito-y. I got here early. Thank God that he worked my day out like this, because otherwise I would have been hiking for like 4 more hours in this rain. Because I had been thinking about going to the next shelter, but I went into town and resupplied instead and just came here, so I'm really glad that I followed the Lord's direction for that, because I don't really like hiking in rain at the end of the day. I don't mind starting in it. I thought you guys would be interested in seeing my food ration, which has changed, drastically changed since my early days. And also to convince Kaya that I am eating. So this is my ration for about 3 days. Not counting today, just be like today plus 3. So, in the breakfast aisle, we have a squashed half loaf of apple breakfast bread. We also have 2 apples that could be eaten at any time. This here is 2 meals worth of brownie. I just have to find somebody who has butter because I don't have any, so I haven't been able to make that yet. There's also dry milk in that same bag that I can use with my coffee, so that gives me some protein. This is my bag of random coffee, sugar, and spices. These are some peaches from Linda. Thank you so much, Linda. They are amazing. This is lunch aisle. I have some bacon jerky from Susan that I've been saving for a desperate moment. Thank you so much. Then I have some peanut butter from my mom, which is really gourmet. And then I got some cherry frosting to put with it, because the jelly was $5, and I was like, I cannot spend $5 on jelly. So, frosting is a good energy food. It's a terrible for you, but it really does have some fat and protein. Oh, I don't know if it has protein, does it? No, just fat. But anyway, it's good for some energy, and also helps the peanut butter not clog your throat. And I got a bag of rolls, which are flat, to eat with that. And then over here, I have some random chips, because when it's hot, you just get so hungry for something salty. Spam. So that's the cheapest protein I could find. I have to eat that soon because it's heavy. Mashed potatoes, because I'm running out of fuel. So those cook really fast. Actually, you don't even have to cook them. Ramen, so you can eat those dry if you want to. This is chicken that's dried, and tuna. So I have 1 meat for each meal. So I could probably make that into 4 meals actually. And then tonight I have a very squashed deli wrap. Yeah. So, that's the story. And I'm sticking to it. Woo! It was actually really cool today because I was really lonely and discouraged, and so I was just praying that the Lord would give me courage to keep going, because I know that it's not always going to be a time when I'm alone. It's just really weird how all of a sudden right now there's like nobody on the trail at the same spot as I am, which is, it's nice for it to be quiet, but it also gets old because it's such a beautiful place, and I just wish that my friends were nearby so we could all be excited about it at the same time. So it was so cool when I went into the deli. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping. The man just looked at me and he said, "You pray for me and I pray for you." And I was like, okay. And then he's like, you know, in my country where I come from, when people go on a journey, they say that it's a good time for you to hear the Lord's voice and for him to teach you and teach you about what's really important. And I was like, whoa, I didn't expect him to say that. And then he's like, you know, a parent is wiser than a child. So if a child says, bugs, if a child says, I want this, I want that, the parent only gives them what's good for them at one time. It wouldn't be good if the child was begging for everything, all the candy, and the mom would just give him everything he wants at the moment. The mom just gives him what is good for him. And how God is the same way. He gives us what's best at the time. And I was like, wow, that's so perfect for what I was thinking about. How when the time is right for me to find a new trail family, I will. But God will give it to me at the right time that's healthy for me. Isn't that so cool that a total stranger just said that? It was not at all what I was expecting. Anyway, so thank you for giving me that word from the Lord. And thank you so much for the deli sandwich, which you loaded with extra meat for me. That was awesome, and I'm about to eat that in about 1 minute. So, Kaio, I am eating, rest assured, and I'm so happy that it's early because I only got a few hours of sleep last night because the bugs were so bad. So tonight, I'm really excited that they're not too bad at the moment because of the rain. And early bedtime. Yay! Later, everybody.